So now let's have a look technically what is the Fiori interface. So if we go down to Sketchpad, now imagine on the left hand side here, this little picture of a server and a cloud is within the SAP realm, right? So our data that we have is actually in SAP. And on the other side, we have the internet. And as you will see, within the internet, we will access SAP data via the web browser. So let me first of all draw the web browser, and we have a look at how a web browser is actually built and how it actually talks to SAP. So now, of course, there are multiple ways in which we render an image, but in the debug example that you'll see later on, what we are doing is we are having a web page where within the web browser we are controlling what you see using JavaScript. So we have a JavaScript that loads the template, what it looks like, and so forth. And what we are saying is, using the JavaScript, we're creating various components on the web page. Okay? So one of these components, right, is the component that actually talks to SAP. So let me just make a little square within this web browser and say, okay, this is a component managed by JavaScript, and in this case what it will do is it will talk to SAP, right? It will make a request to SAP using a subset of the JavaScript called JSON, which is just JavaScript for talking to a web service. And SAP, right, acts like a web server and provides the data in what we call SAP will provide it in an XML service, but once it arrives into the web browser, it's stored in a what we call an OData. Yeah, and this OData can be accessed and used by the web browser. So the first thing you should understand or see is that the data or the web page is not rendered in SAP. It's not managed by SAP. It's just a normal web browser which is asking SAP for data. Yeah? And the data is provided back to the web browser from SAP. The data is just now, when it arrives back into the browser, it's just data. SAP is just providing a service. All of this, SAP has provided what is called the UI5, which is a library written in JavaScript on how to access SAP.